guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Just finished watching the match and Barcelona beat Elche, of course, at the Spotify Camp Nou by 3-0. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet. Absolutely nothing to complain about. Of course, the performance was not, peak. It was not champagne football, but they got the job done. And of course, currently, as of recording this video, Barcelona sit top of the La Liga table. The starting lineup for this match is on the screen right now. It was Ter Stegen in goal as the captain, a back four of Kounde, Araujo, Eric Garcia, Alejandro Balde, midfield three of De Jong, Kessie, and Pedri, and a front three of Ousmane Dembele, Lewandowski, and Memphis Depay, starting on the left with Gavi, Ansu Fati, Raphinha, Ferran Torres, and Hector Bellerin all making appearances off the bench. The first goal in this match was scored by the main man, Robert Lewandowski. It was greatly worked by Barcelona in the build-up on the left-hand side. I think he dropped to Pedri, then he gave it out wide to Alejandro Balde, who put in a peach of a cross. Lewandowski was there at the far post, put it into the back of the net, in the open net actually, and made it 1-0. The second goal was scored by Memphis Depay, and again, it was worked by Barcelona down the left-hand side. It was with Alejandro Balde, did some great moves, gave it to Memphis Depay, and he did his trademark turn. We saw that, of course, in the preseason against Juventus, and he absolutely roofed the ball in the net, and that's what made it 2-0. And the third and final goal was scored again by Lewandowski, getting his brace. Great work from Kounde down the right hand side, gives a good pass to Dembele between two Elche defenders. Dembele puts the cross into the box, of course aiming for Memphis. The keeper, defenders are all scrambling there. In the end, the keeper punches it out, drops right to Lewandowski, open net, puts it in, and that's what makes it 3-0. So overall, the team performance rating on the night, I'm going to be giving it an 8 out of 10. I would say that's kind of controversial. I think it probably should be a 7. Look, 3 points, 3 goals, clean sheet. You can't go wrong with that. But again, the performance on the pitch today wasn't that great. It was good, but not what we've seen already over the past few games. I think that first 25 minutes in the first half was just absolutely dead. Like nothing was happening whatsoever. But once Elche got that red card, the manager got sent off, we started to pick up the pace a bit more. Of course, we did score 4 goals. Pedri got a goal that was offside, and we could have scored a lot of goals. I think we had like 20 shots on target, something like that. So you could say Barcelona weren't really that clinical in this match, but I think for the effort right off of the Bayern Munich match as well midweek, they just lost Bayern Munich in the Bundesliga. So I want to give the team some credit for that. Of course, they went out there, had a big job to do. Of course, win the game. You go top of the table with the number they're playing tomorrow. Put pressure on them. Of course, the opponent Elche, very, very poor, bottom of the table almost, and well, not almost. I think they are bottom of the table now because Cadiz won yesterday. Manager got sent off, their captain got sent off, so it did go a lot in Barcelona's favor, but I want to give credit to the team for their performance. And of course, getting the clean sheet as well, in my opinion, is very, very important, very, very vital. I really want Ter Stegen to win the Zamora Trophy this season, and also it looks good. I think we only conceded 1 goal in our last 6 games in La Liga, something ridiculous like that. 3 goals all season. We're looking good, and again, it's another good performance for Barcelona. So overall, the performance rating on the night, I will be giving it an 8 out of 10. Let's now get into the players' individual player ratings. We'll start with the goalkeeper and the captain on the night, Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Probably had one of the quietest days in his Barcelona career. I will give him a 7. I mean, clean sheet. I think he caught 1 shot. That's it. Everything else either went over. Passing out from the back day was very good from him. Very cool, calm, collected, consistent as well. Didn't give any balls away whatsoever. I mean, what else could you do? I think he could have sat there with a chair, had a book out, went on his phone, got his son out there, made some coffee. Nothing would have happened. So overall, Ter Stegen, quick one, easy 7 out of 10. A great one, of course, for a captain. 3 goals, clean sheet. You'll love to see it. Now for the center back partnership. Firstly, of course, on the right hand side, it was Ronald Araujo, and I will give Araujo a 7 out of 10. I think he played well. Of course, everyone's talking about him jumping over the Barcelona badge. I don't think that's really a big deal. But in terms of his performance, I think his aerial presence, so to speak, was very, very strong today. He got a lot of, he used his pace a lot to prevent the counterattack from Elche. They'd be coming up. They has, some numbers. He sprints back, gets the ball, and keeps it, collected. I think he did very well in that aspect. But also, like I said, about Ter Stegen, very, very quiet. Nothing going forward. Just had to keep his positioning straight. And of course, when we're attacking, the ball sometimes comes back to him. But I think overall, very, very solid. I will give him a 7 out of 10 alongside his partner on the left-hand side in Eric Garcia, who will also get a 7 out of 10. I think, of course, his passing was better than Araujo today. Eric Garcia's passing is so underrated. My God, can this guy ping a ball? It's ridiculous. Again, he got chopped off at the hour mark. He was very, very steady as well. Made a few good tackles, I believe, when Elche were coming down the right-hand side, the Alejandro Balde side, or sorry, left-hand side, should I say. But again, very, very quiet. His passing was great. Did we have to do? So overall, I will give him a 7 out of 10. Into the fullbacks now. We'll start off with Jules Kounde at right back. Again, like Araujo and Garcia. 7 out of 10. Was consistent. Was good. Didn't get as forward as much as you want to see in a Barcelona right back, but then again, he's a center back playing at right back. Connected well with Ousmane Dembele. I mean, very, very steady. Again, Elche did not go forward whatsoever in this match. He did, of course, help in the build-up for the second goal as well. So overall for Kounde, good day at the office. I will give him a 7 out of 10. Now at left back, it was, of course, Alejandro Balde, who for me will get an 8 out of 10. 2 assists, superb first half, or you could say last 25 minutes of the first half. He was superb. He's not gonna get my man of the match. There's someone else who will get it. For me, it was that drop off in the second half. I think once second half started, Alejandro Balde was not the same one that we saw in the first half. He did go down a level a bit, you could say, maybe because Barcelona weren't really attacking that much. Everything's kind of going down the middle more so than the left hand side, but then again, it kind of was. I think in the second half, he was more so defending than going forward, but I think, you know what, you have to give him credit where it's due for that first half. 2 assists, disgustingly good assists as well. That first one, that cross was pinpoint perfection. Second one was, of course, just a little layoff to Memphis, but I think overall, great day for Alejandro Balde. I think now he's joined top assister in the league on 3. I think 2 other players have 3, the Joao Felix and someone else. So overall for Balde, good day for him, and I will give him a very strong 8 out of 10. Into the midfield now, we're starting with the pivot in Frenkie de Jong today, not Busquets, and I will give Frenkie a 9 out of 10 and my man of the match. Now, I was torn between Frenkie and someone else who I will mention in the next minute or so. I gave it to Frenkie because I felt like in the pivot role, he looks like he's growing. He looks way better. I think the amount of balls he collected today was ridiculous. He ran, I think he covered every single, blade of grass on that pitch today. Absolutely all over the pitch. We saw him drop into the center back role like Busquets does when we're defending and attacking. Was going forward, had a few shots as well. Connected well with Lewandowski. He did put some good balls in, but Lewandowski not quite reading it. Sometimes the pass has a bit too much power or not. But I think Frenkie de Jong, him conducting the play today was fantastic. Bringing the ball from midfield to the attack, whether it's him passing it or him actually making that run. For me, he was superb and will get my man of the match, and I will give him a 9 out of 10. Now, right center mid, completely different story. It was from Kessie, and for me, Kessie will get a 6. Look, Kessie did not have the great half. He only played one half, of course, got chopped off at halftime, got a yellow card. I think it was a bit harsh from Xavi to take him off at halftime. You could say he's trying to, precaution. He's on a yellow card. People are diving to give him the second yellow and red. Keep in mind, VAR cannot review a second yellow, so I think it was, the right decision to take him off at halftime. I don't think he was poor, but I think he wasn't that great. He was doing okay in that first, I would say, 20-25 minutes where Barcelona weren't playing that great. He looked okay. He was connecting well with Frenkie de Jong, getting in good positions. But once he gets in the final third, I feel like he gets a bit lost. I feel like he's not that Vidal, Paulinho, Seydou Keita profile that we're looking for, because those players knew what to do when they got in the box into the final third. Kessie kind of looks a bit lost as of right now. Hopefully he grows, learns to get to the team, chemistry, all that sort of stuff. I don't know how he talks with, them. He only speaks French and maybe a bit of Italian. He talks with Dembele and Kounde, but that's pretty much it at this point. So still needs time to grow. I think, he wasn't poor, but wasn't his best performance. So I will give him a 6 out of 10. And last but not the least, the player who I was debating to give man of the match, but in the end gave it to Frenkie de Jong, was Pedri, and I will give Pedri an 8 out of 10. This guy is a baller. I mean, I didn't give it to him because I felt like Frenkie de Jong in his role did better than Pedri in his role, but I think Pedri today was still world class, man. I mean, scored a goal that was offside, unlucky, had some beautiful passes, great connection play. I mean, his recovery as well. I think he won a lot of balls back in the midfield as well, on the counter-attack from Elche. Boy, do we have a player in our hands. I just hope he does not get fatigued at the end of his career. He's playing week in, week out. I'm disappointed that Xavi did not rest him. I think he would have been, top 3 players to rest: Lewandowski, Kounde, Pedri, in my opinion. Not in that order, probably. In order, I'd probably go Lewandowski, Pedri, then Kounde. But you know what? I think Pedri today was brilliant, and I just love watching him. I'm not going to compare him to you-know-who, even though the commentators were doing it all match, but we have a player in our hands, and I'm very, very satisfied with him. So overall for Pedri, I will give him an 8 out of 10. Into the forwards now, we're starting with Ousmane Dembele at the right wing position, and I will give Ousmane a 7 out of 10. Probably would have gave him a 6. I gave him a 7 because, you know what, he had a kid last night. He didn't get too much sleep. He was asked to start, and he started, so I'll give him some credit for that, but don't think he was that great. When he goes down the right-hand side, it's a 50-50, whether or not he's going to, you know, do something magical or just give the ball away. It's like, run, go Dembele, oh, gives the ball away. Go Dembele, oh, good cross. Oh, Dembele, oh, skies his cross outside the Camp Nou. It's always 50-50 with him, but I feel like today in those moments, he did well. He, of course, created 2 of the 3 goals as well, so can't really complain too much, and I will give him a 7 out of 10. Up next is the striker, of course, RL9, Robert Lewandowski. Now, I will give him an 8, but don't call me crazy, but I think take away those 2 goals, I don't really think he played that well today. Look, he got in the right positions at the right moments. I think he should have scored that chance for the Pedri offside goal. I think he could have done a bit better today. His connection play today was not that great. Let's be honest. Like, 1 minute he's running too far. 1 minute the pass is too long for him. 1 minute he passes it too powerful. I think Lewandowski today, if he didn't score those 2 goals, I would have given him a 6. That's all I'm going to say. But of course, 2 goals, can't complain about him. He's there in the team to score goals. We paid 45 million euros for him to score goals. He's in the box. He's a goal killer. He smells those goals, and that's his job. So I think overall for Lewandowski, you know, good day in the office for him, and I will give him an 8 out of 10. And last but not the least, the main surprise of the starting lineup, Memphis Depay, and for me, he will get a 7. Now, I've seen a lot of people bashing Memphis on Twitter and Instagram. I don't think he played that badly. I think, look, for a player coming in, not playing too many minutes, I think he's playing in his best position in this Xavi system. I think as a center forward, he is dead, absolutely dead. I think on the left wing, he can do some damage. And today, I saw a player today that, had some intent, always wanted to go forward, was looking for that goal. Again, he was ball hogging a little bit, but you can see he wanted that goal, and the goal that he scored was fantastic. I think if you put Ansu Fati in that position, he does not score that chance, but although you could say Ansu Fati could be more threatening, has more pace, more dribbling ability, I think Memphis is ahead of Ferran Torres in the left wing position. I would say that for a fact, but over Ansu, not quite too sure. But I like this from Xavi. You know, Memphis will provide good competition, I think, for Ansu and Ferran. I think today he did prove a point. He did put a stamp on it. I think if he played a bit longer, could have maybe done something a bit better. Maybe scored another goal, maybe got another assist. But overall for Memphis today, I think he played very well, and I will give him a 6 out of 10. Into the substitutions now. The subs were Gavi, Ansu Fati, Raphinha, Bellerin, and Ferran Torres. Now I will give Gavi a proper rating because of course he did play 45 minutes. I'll probably give Gavi a 6.5-ish, maybe give him a 7 to be generous. I think he played well. He was running all over the pitch, connecting well with Lewandowski, was making a lot of overlapping runs for Raphinha, getting in the box. He put a delicious cut back for Lewandowski that got saved, I think, by the keeper. That was disgusting. So I think Gavi played really well, of course, over from Kessie for sure. So I will give him probably, you know, a 7 out of 10. Ansu gets a 6. I think he looks a bit nervous in the final third in the box today. I think he could have got an opportunity, probably could have scored, but, you know, his decision making today was not that great. Raphinha, 6 again. He really didn't have enough time to grow into the game, in my opinion. Had a few good moments, but other than that, probably a 6. Bellerin as well, 6. Didn't really do much. I think he defended well. He had some good, you know, tackles that bounce off the Elche player that then goes back to Barcelona. Those, you know, extra foot-ins that if you don't put, they could go on the attack. He did well in that sense, and again, he didn't get forward too much as well. I don't know why Xavi has Kounde and Bellerin not get forward too much. He did get forward, but not as much as we usually see. But Bellerin 6. Ferran Torres, he did get a yellow 1 minute after coming in. I don't know. I'll give him a 6. I mean, look, we all know the ability of Ferran Torres. I think he will grow. I think right now he just needs time to get settled in. Hopefully when he goes for Spain, he comes back and needs a different player. But overall for me, all the subs pretty much will get a 6. Apart from Gavi, I will give him a 7. And last but not the least is, of course, the manager, Xavi Hernandez, who for me today will get a 9 out of 10. Again, I keep saying it. I will say it again. 3 goals, 3 points, clean sheet. Use all 5 of his substitutions. This is something for me to really criticize. I have 2 things though. Firstly, his actual subs. I feel like taking off Pedri would have been better. When he made that triple change for Raphinha, Ansu, and Bellerin, I really wanted to take off Lewandowski. I think, you know what? He got his 2 goals, take him off then. But even when we didn't take him off, I'd say let him play the full 90 so he can get his hat trick. Then you took him off at the 70th minute. I think Pedri would have been better in that moment, so that's one thing. And also, we didn't really play that great. It wasn't champagne football, it wasn't Xavi ball, you know, all that sort of stuff. But again, you can't blame the manager, you have to blame the players. He sets out the, you know, tactics and all that sort of stuff. He tells what to do. If they do it, if they execute it, then great. If not, then, you know, it is what it is. So I feel like, you know, not perfect 10. We didn't play great. We played okay, got the job done. So I think I'll give Xavi a very, very strong 9 out of 10. So that was my match review for Barcelona versus Elche in La Liga. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. But the main thing I want to first leave is your thoughts on the performance, your player ratings, and your manager rating as well. And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Top of the league. Take care and Forza Barca.